Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, and hey, what's up if you're new here? I'm getting ready for one of my baby showers, and I just want to document the getting ready process. I'm so excited, and I just wanted to take you along with me. I shared this dress in a maternity haul. I worked with PinkBlush Maternity, and I got this dress. It is so beautiful. I did a little maternity shoot in it, and I just want to make the most out of it, so I'm going to wear it every chance I get. And I thought today would be the perfect opportunity. So I'm gonna head downstairs, do my makeup and hair, and take you with me, and I'll show you the final look. Here's a little before situation. Time to change things up a little bit. All right, let's get things started. First off, this is not an everyday product by any means, but I do like to wear this if I have like an event or something I really want my makeup to like stick and sit a little better. This is the Professional Pore Primer by Benefit. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this around like my T-zone, especially around my nose, and I'll let that sit for a little bit. And then I'm pretty much using my everyday products, and I've shared myself getting ready so many times. I've shared a lot of times on my channel. I'll probably do a time lapse through the application part, but I figured I could at least share what products I'm using today because I do change up like my eyeshadow. So yeah, I really am just focusing this on like my nose and right here because that's where my pores are the most noticeable for sure. I'm gonna let that set a little bit and we'll be on to the next. Sometimes I change up my foundation, but the one I always come back to is my tried and true Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is the recent shade I got for the winter. I got 00 AA Ivory, but I found this one's a little light, so I've been mixing a little bit of the 01A Creamy Nude. I do like scraping the bottom here, but I like to do like an equivalent to like a full pump of the like darker shade, and then I add in a little bit of lightness to kind of like even it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on a sponge. I always use the Real Techniques sponge. This is a repurchase. I've tried the actual like the Beauty Blender brand, which I also like. It's just I find these are just more affordable, and I like the flat side. I always use this side to apply my foundation. I use the rounded edge to do my concealer, and then if I ever do, which I was doing for a bit but not today, if I do like a cream bronzer, I like to blend it out with that side, but for foundation purposes I'm using the flat side. I'm gonna get every last drop out of this container. And that's what I like about these containers. You can actually you can take the pump out and like actually use up all the product instead of wasting it. My ratio, sometimes a little off, but I do like to blend it just beforehand. This typically ends up giving me a shade that ends up working. If I feel like if it's not matching, concealer always helps, as well as working with like blush, bronzer. This is really just setting the foundation, literally. I'm always telling myself like less is more when it comes to the foundation. I'm like, I don't need to apply that much, because then it ends up kind of like building up and getting a little more cakey looking. I tell myself that, and apparently I just don't listen. All right, I'm going to tell you about the next few products. I'm going to go ahead and apply them, and then I'll check in when I'm on to something else. So my next step is the concealer. I'm doing e.l.f.'s Hydrating Camo Concealer. Once again, I've experimented with a lot of concealers. I've been using this one most frequently, and I have the color Fair Beige. After applying that to my under eyes, and then I put some on my eyelids too. I might use a little to highlight, and then I will use my tried and true, my Airspun loose face powder in translucent. I'm going to use that to bake under my eyes. So I'm going to put quite a bit of the powder, pack it on, and let it rest while I do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. And my eyebrows, I've shared by e.l.f. The Instant Lift Brow Pencil is my go-to. I love that I don't have to sharpen it. And then it does come with a little spoolie, and I always get the shade Taupe. I find that that has worked well to blend my eyebrow hairs to mesh with the hair on my head. I'm going to do those next few steps. We'll share a little bit of it, and then after that, I'm going to show you my eyeshadow palette. So the brows are done. I'm gonna let the powder, especially under my eyes, just rest, because when I do my eyeshadow, sometimes I have some fallout. So if anything falls on my face, I want to be able to just dust it away. I've really been into Morphe eyeshadows, I think because they started selling it in store at my surrounding Targets. Over the summer, I did get this Morphe palette called Malibu. So these are definitely more like summer tones. So I don't think I'm going to be reaching for these as much today, but for this one, I found this Midnight Dune. And I think I shared this already, but it's by Morphe, and I just thought these colors were just very like elegant. Just some nice tones for especially the winter time. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with like these, this one, and then if I need any like darker color, I'll probably go with this like brown right here, and then shimmer. I'm gonna experiment with those a little bit, and I'll show you what I could come up with. Some favorite eyeshadow brushes have always been by IT Cosmetics. This is like a crease and a all over shade. Duo, I will always have liked using dual ended brushes. Alright, so I'm going to finish up with some eyeliner and then my mascara in just a bit, but before that we're going to do bronzer and blush. I keep going back to Physicians Formula, their Better collection. I don't know that you can get your hands on this exact palette, but the shades I use in it are the Sunset Bronzer and Wildflower Blush. This one is a limited edition, so I don't even know. I'm sure they have a similar shade. I go for these two for the winter. You can clearly see which one's a go-to. black liner on the top. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. Just going to define the lash line a little bit. I'm going to curl the eyelashes. Not something I do every day, but figured it'd be appropriate for a time like this. And then my go-to mascara has been L'Oreal's Lash Paradise. I really just keep coming back to this. I tried out the Maybelline Sky High, which I also like. It does really lengthen the lashes, but on a regular basis, I do like more of a like plumping and thickening mascara. So I keep coming back to this one. All right, makeup is pretty much done. I'm gonna work on my hair, and the goal is to do some just like big curls, which is pretty much my everyday my everyday look. So I added all the curl. I just went around, I did an under layer and then my upper layer. And I just alternated the curls, just went every other, just to create a little more volume. And now I'm just gonna let everything cool. And then I'm gonna shake it all out, like literally like head bang my hair. And then I might touch up like my bangs, these pieces up here. And then I'm gonna do some dry shampoo and call it a look. All right, so I went ahead and just like shook out my hair. I don't think I need to touch anything up, but I am gonna add some dry shampoo. This is the Not Your Mother's Texturizing Beach Babe Dry Shampoo in the toasted coconut fragrance. I am so I love coconut scented things. If you've been watching, you know that. So I'm just gonna get this up in my roots. I do need to wash my hair today, so that'll be for later. Yeah, I just wanted it more like full around my face. And then I don't want to touch the curls too much because it'll ruin the structure. So I need to get upstairs, get my dress on, and I'll show you the finished look. All right, so I already shared the dress. And yes, I know it is January in Minnesota, but it has been quite warm out. We're like entering a January thaw right now. If it's above freezing, I'm gonna be good to go. All right, so this is the finished look. I'll make sure to add some pictures that I get later. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. I'll see you in my next one.